Back on the Sentinel radio this time. See how far we can get.
Hi, back here with you again. It is 10:41 in the evening on a Saturday evening. Kylie came home and she was totally bushed. We did eat supper and watch a little TV, and then I had to go to the bathroom. By the time I came back out, she was crashed. So I'll come in here to work on this a while. A couple of things I wanted to point out before I go any further. First thing was I put a couple holes in the speaker, so I have glued those. And since I have done that, I thought, well, I'll go ahead and put some protective thing over it so I don't do it again. So that's good. And I did take cut the speaker wires. Show you that here and here. And those will be back on once I put the speaker back. Trying to clean it off a little bit. Also, I found once I took the speaker off, I found there was a screw coming up through the bottom where this was attached. And I want to point out something that this is, sometimes you miss things when you do stuff like this. And in this case, they did miss one. Obviously, this one here is a paper cap, which should have been replaced, and it looked to me like a piece of solder that I just knocked down, and it did fall out the bottom, so that's good. That's not good, having pieces of solder in there. So this one will have to be replaced, and we'll put a what do you call it in there? Put these over there to where they're stable, and that's what we're going to be doing. I don't know if I'll do this tonight. I do have my soldering iron heating up just in case. So now the way this is set up, this is the common or the negative, whatever you want to call it. Get this down a little bit. And these are tied together here, and so that will go to the chassis. That's where that's got to go to. If we pull that away from that a little bit, this is the wire. It goes to the you might recall it goes to the switch, power switch right here. So that's it right there, and it comes over here and goes to the power line. So, and I'm pretty sure that goes to the chassis as well. I haven't actually verified that, but I'm going to right now, and yes, it seems to right there. You can see this it's tied to here, and it's tied to here, which is right directly to the chassis, I do believe. Yeah. I'll verify it with a meter, but pretty sure that's just a tie point for the chassis right there. So that's going to be changed around. These will still go there, and like I say, I'll probably put a terminal strip over here, attach it there, and that'll be the ground. And hopefully I can find one of the ones I've got that'll be center ground, and I can just put that back in there with a star washer, and that should work rather well. So that's that, and then the other ones will go to their respective places. This looks like it goes to here. Put there. This is down here. Anyway, it goes down this way somewhere, right there, but I don't know where it goes from there. I'll have to look that up. Might go through the chassis, I can't tell. No, it's going around here. I see it now. It's right around here to that tube pin right there. So might have to run a little longer wire over there to where I put it at, but that'll be fine too. Anywho, that's what we're gonna do. First thing on the order of business is getting this out of here and replace it. I can't see what it is without getting the magnification lamp in there, but also, as I mentioned, this power cord is going to be changed out. Looks like it comes in here to the switch. Now, this was still going to come to the switch. It's just going to be the positive side or active side, whatever you want to call it, non-neutral side of the power line that's switched. And so this won't go to the negative this time. It will go to the positive rail, B plus, whatever you want to call it, and or actually to the rectifier, is where it'll go. Anywho, we'll get that all wired up. That's not a big problem. And I need to get a copy of my schematic printed up, so I'll have it in here to use. But I think the next thing I want to do is probably take this switch out, and probably don't have to worry about how I put it back in, because it's going to have be rewired anyway. So I'm going to do that. Let me do some other stuff, and I'll bring you back. Alright, well, we're back one more time. It's 11:38 now. I have this this capacitor moved over. It's hard to see it, but there's a terminal lug right there, screwed in where that old electrolytic was screwed into. And that's our ground lug. And this goes back over to where it's connected before. I'm hoping that's where it's supposed to be. So next one I got to do is this. And it needs to go to a ground lug as well, but I don't think it's going to go to the same one, which should not matter. There's a ground lug right there. Right. Get my pointy stick. Right there. There's might be a good tie point right there. So I might try to do that. I don't know exactly yet. I haven't cleaned this one up yet. I cleaned that one up quite a bit. Took all the old leads off and stuff like that, but there is a few left things on it, so I need to get some wires routed a little bit off of that, like that. And I think that's about it. I think I'm going to stop for the evening. It's getting late. I haven't printed out a schematic for this yet, and I need to do that because I need to know exactly what I'm doing. I did get this replaced, 0.01, the paper one that was in there. I got it going to the same place it was hooked up before. I hope that was right. And it goes to the volume control. I do know that much. So this, I'm not really sure. I think that's the one that goes to the, that went to the switch, but I don't have to look at it again. I took pictures of it, and we'll see. But like I say, I don't want to do too much stuff here to get to where I don't know what I'm doing, and get, you know, too much of away from the schematic, things like that. But I know this one was right, or at least that's where it was at. We'll put it that way. So I feel pretty confident that, you know, we're okay there. So all right, like I say, I'm going to stop for the evening and get some sleep. And you guys have a pleasant evening. I may come back in the morning. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll just see. Alright, back with you on a Sunday evening now. It's 9:28 in the evening. I have taken this completely apart and cleaned it. I believe it's working rather well. I checked the resistance of these, and it goes up where it's supposed to go and goes down to where it's supposed to go. So I'm pretty sure it's working. So that's that. Again, the switch, well, not again, but I mean the switch is I think I gotta get that, yeah, I gotta get that piece off there. Anyway, the switch seems to be working also, and I cleaned it too, best I could. Obviously a little hard to do sometimes, but anywho, that should be good. I think what I'm going to do, I've got the new, the way I want to do this outlined, or whatever you want to call it, changed on the schematic. The switch here, on-off switch, used to be over here, and we moved it over on this side. And this plug wire, power cord, whatever you call it, goes straight to ground right now. And it's, like I said, it used to have a switch in there to make it go around, but that's the difference. Probably replace this with a safety cap if I've got one handy. I think it's 0.05. I think that's what it is. I'll check it again and get a better, clearer picture on the computer. But that's that. I think I brought you back for this. I'm gonna guess this is the yellow wire that's outlined here in the schematic. Yellow right there, and that should go up to the output transformer, and it's going to also the tube there. So I'm gonna have to double check that, but I think, because there's another one that goes to the tube. If you look at this, the red one goes over here directly. Well, no, I take that back. It goes through that. No, it goes from point up here to the tube. So, yeah, okay, that goes to the tube also. So, well, it does go to the plate too. If you look at this, it goes through the coil and goes up to the plate. The DC voltage does. So, you know, I'm going to have to find out which tube that's 12BE6. If that's the 12BE6, then these red and yellow wires are reversed. And let's look at this real quick. This would be the dial in. So there is the 12BE6. Let's see. But that's not the right one. I don't believe. I believe that 35W4 is on the end, and this is the 12BE6 next to it. Now, if that goes over there, which it may do, because I'm not really looking at it close, but I think that goes up to there and then goes over to the 12BE6. So I'll do a little bit more thorough search of this, but like I said, I think that's I think that is the yellow one, or red one. I'm sorry. So, because it comes off, if you see here, the yellow comes off here, comes down right here to pin 3, I think, is what that goes to. So if that's pin 3 of the 35W4, then that's probably it. I know there's a capacitor, or not capacitor, is that a capacitor or resistor? Probably capacitor. It's hard to tell. We'll double check on some of this other stuff and see. But anywho, that's that for now. Like I say, I've got to get the what do you call it back in and wound, not wound, but wired. I may go ahead and put some leads on this, and then it'll be easier to run the wires that way than using the other method, I do believe. So, anywho, that's that. Alright, I think I'm going to call this a video. I think I've been working on it long enough. And got some progress, substantial progress I should say. And like I say, when I bring the new power cord in, one leg of it will go right directly to this point here, and the other one will go to the power switch. And it will be just like it shows here. One goes to ground, one goes to the power switch. And then from the power switch, it should go up to the pin 4, is it? Looks like pin 4. 4 or 5, I can't tell. I think that's 4, 6, and 5 is the way they did it. No, that's 5 up on top. I'll figure it out. Like I say, it's not a big deal. I will figure it out though. So, gonna stop here, and like I say, gonna get off here, and you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.